In Cane Aikido, one of the most important yet misunderstood concepts is that of connection. When you hear that, you're thinking, why would I want to connect with my opponent? It goes way beyond that. Connection is the bridge between awareness and control. It also turns movement into flow, and it turns precision into power. I'm going to show you how that works, so stick around. It's Caner Tip Tuesday, and today we're talking Cane Aikido and connection. But before we do that, as always, a warm welcome to all. And if you're here for the first time and you're liking the content and you haven't done this already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you don't miss any future content, and avail yourself. The #1 free resource is, have you done this yet? This resource, it's the no-cost Cane Clarity Call. You do that by texting CCC to the number on the screen, and in less than 24 hours, we will be in a conversation answering all your questions. The most important one has to be, how do you make this that you're seeing here functional? How do you learn how to do it? How can you get cane trained right in the comfort of wherever you live? That's what we do on this end. But the most important thing is, you will have all your questions answered, and you'll have an actual game plan. It's going to save you tons of time, funds, and frustration trying to figure that thing out all by yourself. And also, we have Facebook groups that are open to the general public. Read the description below. Request entry. Remember to agree to the group rules so that they let you in. What am I talking about with the cane and connection? There's two main things that we're talking about here. I'm going to dive right into this and show you. Look, there's the kinesthetic connection of you and the brain, and the second, you and the cane, and the second one has to do with the somatic aspect. Now I'm going to show you how it works, how you're going to train it, and how it applies, the application of this in particular. But I'm going to give you one example. If you take that cane and you balance this out here, see, it's going to take a little bit of time to balance that, and you move that cane, and you move that cane down, I can move from there and go. And while I did this, I was not gripping the cane. This is important. You start developing a connection to the tool so that you don't necessarily have to be looking at that cane, nor do I have to have this death grip on the cane. Why is that? Did you see what I did there? I came in here, I had it slide in, and then I moved over. So let me show you this. So you're being grabbed here, and here comes this strike that's coming over, and she's going to strike. The movement I did was here, right? So I took this at an angle. See how it brings her forward? It knocks her off of, and then I can go ahead and come over. Look at it here. See? So it comes over. You slide in, bring it over, boom, there you go. That's one way to do it. The second thing that this teaches you how to do, what to do is, if I come in here and I bring my arm across, so come in and just come over, whether it be like this is crazy, right? You wouldn't do that. Let's do that with, come with a tool. We don't have this. Oh, that's tough. That's how you sacrifice your cane. What if you have an umbrella? That's why you say, oh, I need this cane that can take this beating. If you know what you're doing, you shouldn't be testing the integrity of the tool, right? Because instead of doing this, wow, what you're doing is you're doing this with the arm. Now, check this out. Set it down. This is one thing, to block and punch. Another thing is to, let that slide in and come in, right? So that is, you're developing a connection here so that then you're connected. It increases the awareness in what you're going to do next. Now, listen to me, because this is important. The somatic aspect of it. Aiki means harmony. Harmony begins on the inside, and it begins your remote control to your nerve system under duress is say it with me, it's your breath. So you're going to practice. I'm not going to get into how to practice that there, but I do want to point it out because I want you to look further into it. And if you're doing, whether you're doing cane flow with us or cane Aikido, it's an important part of it, right? It settles the nerve system. And the second thing is your center, so that if you're scared, if something catches you, if you are dealing with an opponent who's bigger, stronger, and you're out here and your center's here and they're pushing it, well, I don't want to work with them here. I want to turn and work with them out here. and directing here. It's not that you never lose your center. We all do. But when you're trained, you can recover it so much quicker that it's inconsequential. That is the idea behind the training. So here's what I want you to do this week. Instead of training more technique, more application, what I would like for you to do is go with the techniques that you do have, the applications that you do have, and go ahead and see, how can I train those if I don't have a partner? If I come in here and this becomes your ally, right? Your Aiki Ally, as we call it in Cane Aikido. This is a strike that's coming in here rather than blocking in here. Okay, I have it right. This now represents, boom, the face. You're coming in, you're entering either with a palm heel strike, or you're coming in here in that direct entry. That's just one example. Wrist grabs, lapel grabs, right, that you do from here. What are the different ways that you can do it? And please don't miss this. Every time I do an application like this and you say, oh, that's principle number one, that's a joint lock, you're right. But I also have what? I'm also have the cane in hand that I can just explode with. And so there is a transition in that connection. The training kinesthetically, but also training the application with the cane as a self-protection tool. If that is something that at least intrigues you, you owe it to yourself to text CCC to the number on the screen. Or you know what? Text Cane Aikido to it, and that way we know that this is what you saw, and that's where the interest lies, because you're going to walk out of there at the very least with a game plan. All right, let me know your thoughts below. Check that out, train that this week, and let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching. Keep caning. Stay safe.